Hey everybody, this is Lisa, aka Obnoxious Mom, and today I'm going to tell you about Skyway Ranch in Ellsbury/Foley, Missouri. The true history of Skyway Ranch, known today as Skyway All Event Venue in Ellsbury/Foley, Missouri, is a rare case where the haunting isn't born from a singular bloody tragedy, but from over a century of emotional imprinting on the highest point in Lincoln County.
The Korean group. They
So you had some people here from Chicago.
Martial arts nonprofit group was supposed to be running a nonprofit martial arts camp.
Okay.
And when they first got here, they went into the house, the stone house.
To find that the same? Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
To check it out because they were going to utilize it. And when they went in there, they said that it was haunted. And they ran out and they drove into Ellsbury and hired a handyman to open all the doors and windows to let the evil spirits out. But
okay.
They didn't close the doors or the windows and left it that way for 8 years.
And they said they were hearing chains rattling.
They said they heard chains rattling and footsteps, and they were sure there was somebody there, but.
And who do you think it was, Gretchen?
It'd have to be my grandparents because they were the only people that lived there. My grandfather built the house.
So the people they were here were up to no good, and your grandparents may have scared them
out.
Seems like
may have saved the house at least. Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, and the rest of the farm animals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. To understand why Skyway is haunted, you have to understand its height. Established in 1913, the ranch was built on the highest elevation in the county. In the early 20th century, being that high up wasn't just about the view. It was about survival. It was a vantage point over the Mississippi River Valley, a place where you could see the weather coming long before it hit the town of Foley below. The original family, the ancestors of the current owners, worked the land through the harshest years of Missouri history. They survived the Great Depression and the devastating droughts of the 1930s. Unlike many ranches that fell to ruin, Skyway stayed in the same bloodline for 3 generations. But staying on the same land for 113 years creates a weight. When the 3 generations of people experience birth, grueling labor, and death in the same rooms, the walls begin to remember. The most famous spirit at Skyway Ranch is not a vengeful one, but a curious one named Aggie. The ranch's original barn, which has since been meticulously converted into a rustic event hall, is the epicenter of her activity. Local folklore tells of a young girl from the early years of the ranch, back when the barn was filled with hay and livestock rather than wedding guests, who fell from one of the upper hayloft windows. The true history is hard to find in public records, as many such accidents on private farms in the early 1900s were kept within the family. But the physical evidence remains. Witnesses describe a young girl in a period-style dress who runs the halls of the converted barn. She isn't looking to scare, she's looking to play. She is most often seen by children who visit the ranch for weddings, standing just out of reach near the loft stairs. Why does Skyway Ranch feel heavy? Geologically, the ranch sits on massive deposits of Lincoln County limestone. Many paranormal researchers believe the stone tape theory, in which that limestone, which is porous and contains high levels of quartz, acts like a natural magnetic tape. At Skyway, the recording is one of intense celebration and intense labor. Because the harvests and the family gatherings, the air is thick with what locals call Residual energy. People often report hearing the sound of a fiddle playing or the distant clatter of a horse-drawn carriage when the property is empty. These aren't active ghosts. They are echoes of 1913 playing back in 2026. While Aggie is the most common sight, there is a second, more stoic presence. Staff and visitors have reported a tall man in work clothes, likely the patriarch of the second generation, who stands at the edge of the 15-acre lake or near the 90 acres of manicured lawn. He is seen most often at dusk, the time when a rancher would be finishing his rounds. He represents the how of the haunting, a deep, obsessive attachment to the land. This man isn't a ghost of a tragedy. He is a ghost of duty. He is seen leaning against the fence posts, watching the sunset over the valley. When approached, he doesn't vanish instantly. He simply fades into the gathering shadows of the oak trees. Today, the ranch is a place of beauty, but the haunting remains an open secret. The current owners embrace the history, and the venue is known for its fairy tale atmosphere. But even a fairy tale has its shadows. The haunting of Skyway Ranch is unique because it proves that a place doesn't need a murder to be haunted. It only needs time and devotion. As the sun sets over Foley, and the ranch simply blends in with the guests, one more generation walking the high ground, looking out over the Missouri woods, waiting for the next century to begin.